Hi, in today's video, I'll let you know what are those growing pains in married life that when they are not attended to, they can lead to either separation or divorce. I am Parul Diwan, I am relationship coach and I have been working with a lot of professional women who were on the verge of divorce to not only save their marriage but also rediscover their husband's love and live a very peaceful, joyful and a harmonious life. Having worked with so many women, I realized that there are top 5 pains that when you attend to, you will be able to have a great relationship. Just as teenagers have or children have their growing up pains, each stage of their life has certain pains associated with it. Similarly, in your married life also there are these pains associated with, the more you grow in marriage, the more these pains also begin to grow. Very important to attend to those pains there and then so that they do not lead to divorce later on. What are these? Number one, your expectations crossing the limits. See, it is good to have expectations from your partner, but it becomes a pain when it crosses certain limits. Now, I'll give you my client's example. She is an extrovert to the extent that every weekend she wishes to go out for a get together. Every evening when she's back home she wants to socialize, and every time she wishes to socialize she expects her husband to come along. Now, husband is an introvert. He says he cannot go along every day, every weekend with her wherever she is going. Now, these are basically personality differences. One is an extrovert and one is an introvert. Now, she expecting her husband to become an extrovert like her, this is crossing the boundaries of expectation. Okay, so there are going to be times when you will need that your husband is the way he is. Do not get into crossing those boundaries of expectations. Okay, that's one. Number two is when you cross the limits of time and space. Let's take an example where, when you are speaking with your mother on phone, I am sure you do not want to have your husband around at that time. You do not want him to hear that conversation. Similarly, when you are speaking with your best friend, you're speaking your heart out. That point in time also, you do not want your husband to be around. You want that time and space for yourself. Similarly, your husband also is looking for that private time and private space. It's a different matter that he might need more time and space, so be it. So honor his time that he wants for himself, honor that space that he wants for himself, and you be away from him at those times when he wants that time and space. Number 3, which is really, really very, very strong point and which can truly create a disaster, is your happiness being dependent on your husband. So whether you're being happy in your life or not, it is all dependent on how much your husband does for you. So the more he does for you, the more you are happy. But when those times are there when he cannot do it anymore, that's the time your energy begins to fizzle out and you see yourself as a very unhappy person. Now, he can do it, he can make you happy only for a very short period of time, because beyond that he also gets tired, so he withdraws. Therefore, very important for you is to find the joy, the peace, that happiness with your own self, because what I want you to remember is there is no one on this earth, whether it's your children, your partner, your spouse, your parents, siblings, boss, whosoever, nobody can make you happy. You are the only one who can make yourself happy. So you got to find out those ways where those activities which derive happiness for you. Point number 4, the fourth pain point, the growing up pain point in marriage, is when you start to focus on what's not going right. See, no marriage is a perfect marriage. No marriage will score 10 on 10. There are going to be gaps. The pain here is when your focus goes into what's not working. So for instance, if out of 10 things, 6 things are not working in your married life, your attention is going on those 6. Then what the brain does is it creates the stories based on what's not working. Once it has created those stories, the brain starts to look for evidence to prove that those stories are correct. Once those evidence is also there, that evidence is there, you end up going and cross questioning your husband with regards to that evidence. That's where the relationship begins to break. So focus on what's going right. Out of 10 things, say even 3 are going right, focus on those 3, and then you will see how your focus then multiplies to more things going right for you. Next point is where you start to calculate how much you have put in the relationship vis-a-vis how much return are you getting. So when you say that you have given so much but you've not got anything in return, or what you've got in return is very less, that's where 2 things happen. Number 1 is that relationship becomes transactional. The moment relationship becomes transactional, then the love gets lost, and that's the pain point, right? Another thing that can happen is that when you are focusing on how much you've not got, you are coming from the place of lack. When you come from the place of lack, it loops back to where your focus is. It is focused on what is not working, that is lack, which then further loops back to your happiness being dependent on your husband, which then further loops back to your expectations. So then this becomes a vicious cycle, and once you get entangled in this vicious cycle, it really becomes very, very tough and challenging to come out of it. So what you will need to do is, as I mentioned point by point, get into that zone of breaking that cycle and keep moving on, so that you are not getting stuck with these growing up pains in your married life. I am curious to know, which pain point are you stuck with? There is a possibility that you might be stuck with point 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all of them, some of them, one of them. Please write in the comment box where are you stuck with, and I would be very happy to help you. I will be responding to your questions personally. Now, since my mission is to help and reach out more people who might be in any kind of a relationship trouble in their married life, I request you to give it a thumbs up and also subscribe, because when you do that, you're going to help me to help more people. And also, if you know somebody who might need this kind of information, please feel free to share these videos so that you're also able to in turn help those people. I'll see you in my next video, and you take care. Bye.